Okay, so we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live today for our recruitment open house. We have Sagan Recruitment. We also have, or joining us for today is the team from Sagan Recruitment. So, again, we have 1 minute before I start. So, share this live to your family and friends. And they might or they might looking for work, so please do share this, tag your family and friends, and we'll get started. So welcome everybody to Executive Virtual Assistant Philippines, to my channel. And for today's recruitment open house, we have Sagan Recruitment, and joining us today from Argentina is Jesus. He is the head of global talent coaching and white glove services at Sagan. He's a seasoned growth strategist with expertise in sales, operations, and planning, with a proven track record of driving results across diverse industries. Jesus brings valuable insights and leadership to the work he does at Sagan and beyond. So please, everyone, welcome to the stage Jesus. Say hello in the comment section. Hi, Jesus.
Hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. Mia, thank you very much. That was an
Thank-
awesome introduction. In fact, I am Jesus. I live in Argentina. And yes, I have been working for the last 15 years, 14, 15 years in operations and sales. And I've been developing teams and individual for the last 10 years now. So thank you very much for having me. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you very much for opening this space, and let me be part of it.
Perfect. So let's get started, Jesus. We have 326 viewers watching
Awesome.
us right now. People are saying hello in the comment section, saying hi, Jesus.
Hello,
So
everyone.
somebody
Thank you.
says, bienvenido, bienvenido.
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm really, really happy to be here. I'm
Yes.
surprised that so many people have joined.
Yep.
This is so exciting, and yeah, my idea here is to talk to you a little bit about Sagan recruitment, what we
Yep.
do, how we do it, maybe
Mhm.
a couple tips when you are applying to
Applying for it.
jobs, and of course talking a little bit more about global talent coaching, which is a great
Correct.
initiative helping talent abroad.
Oh,
First of
okay.
all, me,
Yep.
I want to mention that I've heard that during the last weeks,
Yep.
weather's been very bad
Yeah.
in the Philippines and specific locations. So I hope you
Hmm.
are safe, stay
Correct.
safe, take care of yourself. And yeah, I just want to mention that before starting.
Before,
I think we're
yeah.
ready.
Perfect. Yeah, Filipinos are very resilient, so definitely, we're all keeping safe. But yeah, that's correct. Stay safe, everyone, and it's the long weekend, so I hope everyone's also relaxing and enjoying. But let's get started. I know everyone is very excited to know more about Sagan recruitment. So to begin with, let's have Jesus to talk about more about what Sagan is, who Sagan is, and then we'll go to some of the details after.
Awesome. Yeah, well, Sagan Recruitment is a recruitment company who strongly believes in global talent, meaning, well, we believe in global talent so much that all of our company is located in different locations. So we're not, of course, the company is US based, but I'm in Argentina. My team is in the Philippines. We have team members in Colombia, in Africa. We have team members everywhere. And that is a great example of how a US based company can perfectly work and succeed in the market, relying on global talent. So that's what we basically do. We help global talent to find jobs in the US based market, or well, with US based companies. It is a recruiting company
Mhm.
with a big network of members and
Mhm.
collaborators that are growing businesses, that are investing time and
Mhm.
resources on specific businesses in the US. And they also believe in global talent, right? We believe that um, global talent is resilient, which is
Mhm.
amazing in a work environment. Global talent is hungry, is coachable, is smart,
Mhm.
and we want to give them as much resources and as much connections as we can so we can not only enrich global talent, but also
Mhm.
help US-based companies to boost performance and to actually make an impact on their communities,
Mhm.
and open opportunities for people abroad. So
Perfect.
Sagan's team and collaborators, we spend our time matching candidates with open hire requests. Requests that
Mhm.
come from our members, come from our network.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, but obviously we have certain procedures and
Mhm.
specific SOPs depending on the role, depending on how do you apply to our open positions, and we're going to discuss that um,
Mhm.
uh, a little bit later. But
Yep.
this is a, let's call it a classic recruitment company
Okay.
in concept. So we
Mhm.
connect global talent to US based
Yes.
companies, but we do it, or what make us different is the human way we do it. We not only are looking for specific skills, we're not
Mhm.
only looking for specific seniority, but we're also
Mhm.
looking for cultural fit. We're
Right.
also looking for um, benefit both of
Mhm.
parties. The
Yep.
company feel comfortable with the person they're hiring, but
Mhm.
also the talent feel comfortable with the opportunity they're
Correct.
getting, and they see actually an evolution in their careers.
Mhm.
So of course, there's a big component of technical skills and
Yep.
the connection between the employer and the talent. But we also
Mhm.
believe that we can build connection out of rapport, out of human relationships, and that's what we wanna. That's our goal. That's what we want to accomplish. Um,
Y-
Interesting things about Sagan. Um, we are a international team. We are mentor and we are coached by our founders who are
Yep.
deeply involved in the operations, and we
Mhm.
get mentoring, we get teachings, we get a lot of projects from them, and they kind of
Mhm.
push us and take us to the next level. And that's why we are
Yep.
always trying to find better and more efficient ways to actually fill these positions to help
Yep.
not only talent but also employers. We have a lot of
Employer.
resources in
Mhm.
terms of education, in terms of ways that we can connect um, uh, talent to employers. And of course,
Mhm.
our team members are always open to help, are always
Yeah.
open to reply in a message or give some tips. We participate in
Mhm.
webinars. We try to be online
Yep.
and have some great be present in the online world, so you can have um, on the reach of a hand a person who can help you or advise you in the jobs that you're looking for. And we're gonna
Correct.
talk a little bit more down the funnel, down the road in this webinar about that advice.
Correct.
But again, think of Sagan as a recruiting company connecting talent,
Mhm.
connecting global talent with US-based opportunities.
Perfect. So you mentioned about global talent, and we also have here on the screen, it says that we specialize in sourcing skilled professionals from Latin America, Philippines, India, Pakistan. So basically, you're just not hiring from the Philippines, because I'm asking this because a lot of remote work companies or companies that hire remote workers,
Yeah,
they just specifically hire in the Philippines. So with Sagan, you hire from different parts of the world. Is that correct?
exactly. We go global. I mean, we
Amazing.
do believe in global talent, literally global talent. I mean, we can go from Argentina, where I am, to the
Yep.
Philippines, where you are, but we can
Mhm.
also have applicants from Africa, and we place
Yep.
people from Africa. Europe, we have collaborated in Europe, so there's also
Perfect.
opportunities or talent coming from Europe. So yeah, it's our reach is it's global.
It's global. That's amazing because I do have a lot of what's this audience who are all over the world. Like you mentioned about Africa, we do have a lot of great virtual assistants or remote workers based in
Yes.
Africa who doesn't have as much as an opportunity as us Filipinos, because there are a lot of virtual assistant companies or remote work companies who are really hiring from the Philippines, but they don't see the talent that there are also based in Africa and Argentina. I met a lot of amazing remote workers or VAs from Argentina. I placed one Argentinian with a client just a few months ago. So
Oh,
that's really, it's great to see that we're opening, Sagan is open to hiring from talents from all over the world. So that's
Yeah.
really, I know we do have audiences who are based outside of the Philippines and foreigners as well, who's been asking about this. When I posted about our live, a lot of people have been asking, do you hire from outside the Philippines? Do you hire non-Filipinos? So this is for those who are watching that is not a Filipino, then this is a
Mhm.
great company that you can definitely check out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So
Sure.
thank you so much, Jesus, for that amazing introduction. And we now know more about Sagan, what you're all about, what your culture is, how you hire, and all of those things. But we'll get into the nitty gritty of the details. Now let's move to, a lot of people will definitely be asking, okay, great, Sagan, you do have job opportunities, but how does application process work in Sagan?
Yeah. Okay. If you go to our webpage, you're gonna see all our openings. Okay. And actually, you're gonna see them depending on your field. You're gonna be able to filter if you are in operations, if you're in sales, if you're in finance. So it's very much it's pretty easy to start sorting the
Mhm,
opportunities. And the application process is quite simple. We require to submit, of course, a resume, and we also ask for an intro video. Okay, and I want to make some time here. I'm going to take a couple minutes to talk about that resume and that intro video. I just want to give you a brief outline on what we expect, or what is the best way to submit this or actually create these documents. So when talking about resumes, what we're looking for is awesome. That's great. Congratulations. Um, so when talking about resumes, we want to make it simple, right? We want to show the right information. We want to be accurate, and of course, we want to be we want to be chosen. We want to be elected and get an interview like her. So choose a simple template. Do not like over design your
mhm,
resume. It should be very straightforward. Includes or separated on specific sections, so it's clear and easy to read. It's very fast to read, and it will help the recruiter to make their job easier and actually qualify the resume faster.
mhm,
um, Remember, these recruiters receive a lot of applications every day. So there is a system in place that help them, of course, but in
mhm,
the end, you need to be very accurate with the information you share. So it's easy to the recruiter to qualify it and start moving things in the back office. So stick to a structure: name, contact information, professional summary, work experience, and education.
mhm,
Simple. Don't, again, do not make it super long, and share specifically related information to the role you are applying, right? And for the intro video, which is a critical part of the application process, because no, we want to see you again. We want to bring a little bit of the human side, and we're not only seeing words. We're not only evaluating your
mhm,
experience or your education. We are also taking a look at you, at your mood, or your vibe, at your energy, the way you communicate. So that video is as important as your background, as your
mhm,
resume, and it's going to make an impact, because in
mhm.
sometimes we actually show that video to the employer. So
Right.
that might be your presentation card when we are presenting you to an employer. So
Mhm,
make sure the quality of the video is good. We typically ask them to record it in horizontal if you're using your phone, with
mhm,
your main camera, not the front one.
mhm,
Make sure you have a clear and neutral background, and try to contrast it with your clothing, meaning
mhm,
you have a like this, exactly this example. The background is white and I'm using
mhm.
a
Black.
dark hoodie, so try to contrast. And again, respect a respect a structure. Do not read.
Mhm.
Do not just read a text,
Script,
or
right? Yeah.
yeah, a script,
Yeah.
or do not shoot words to the camera. So have a an idea and develop that idea. Start by presenting yourself, introducing yourself, and speak about your work experience, education, the impact, and
Mm-hmm.
awesome. That's, I'm really happy to see people is getting interviews. This is great. Um, so, okay, respect your structure. Do not read a script. Talk about yourself. This is something I always talked about with talent. They get really nervous when talking about themselves and when joining an interview. Remember, an interview is a conversation about yourself, and no one knows more about yourself than yourself. So feel
Correct.
comfortable. Of course, being nervous is okay. That's totally fine and normal. But use that nervous to boost your personality and actually show yourself in the correct way, right? I mean, be
Mm-hmm.
energetic, be motivated, let them know that you're looking for your next great opportunity to bring your career to a next level and you're ready to make an impact. So energy is key for this video. So
Mm-hmm.
I took more minutes than I wanted, but I just wanted to tell you how to make an impact, because in the end, and
Correct.
this is something that I want to be clear, um, when you are applying to local opportunities, of course, let's call it competition is
Mm-hmm.
fierce, but in the end
Mm-hmm.
it's limited to allocation, right? But when you go in global, you're literally competing with 9 billion people in the world. So you need to have this mindset of, okay, I'm competing with a lot of people in the world, but I'm an
Mm-hmm.
individual, I'm powerful, and I have my skills, and I know I can be highlighted, and I know I can be different from other people, right? So
Yeah.
that's your moment to shine. Your intro
Mm-hmm.
video is the way you're going to differentiate yourself from the
Mm-hmm.
100 applicants in the job description or in the post. So the video is important. You can
Yep.
record it as many times as you want when you feel comfortable. But remember,
Right.
breathe, take it easy. It's 2 minutes of you talking about yourself. So it shouldn't be hard. Okay.
Correct.
So
Correct.
again,
Because you definitely know who you are. Yeah. Right.
so we're gonna ask you for your resume. We're gonna ask you for an
Mm-hmm.
intro video, and we're gonna process
Yeah.
that information, and we're gonna start matching your profile to that job description. We're gonna run an analysis, and depending
Yep.
on the outcome, we will invite you to additional interviews. Additional interviews that might be screenings to
Yep.
understand a little bit more about specific skills related to that role,
Mm-hmm.
or employers interviews.
Yep.
Usually, depending on the role, typically
Mm-hmm.
operational roles um, might require an assessment. So the hiring
Mm-hmm.
process would look like an initial interview, then you go to an assessment, and then a final interview in which you discuss the train of thoughts and how you resolve the assessment. And that
Yep.
should be it. So it shouldn't be long. And
Yep.
actually, we are redesigning, or we recently redesigned the whole structure behind Sagan to be able
Mm-hmm.
to place candidate faster,
Correct.
right? So
Yeah.
we want to do it as fast as we can,
Correct.
keeping this human approach and this technical
Mm-hmm.
approach, do it good. So this should happen very fast. Do
Yep.
not get nervous if it doesn't happen really fast. Of course, we're
Mm-hmm.
trying to make everything faster, but there are exceptions. But
Mm-hmm.
make sure we are always on it.
Correct.
Always on it. This is what we do for 8 hours, 5 days a week.
Correct. So very simple application process. Just basically three steps here: application, the recorded interview, and the final interview. I'd also like to just reiterate about the introduction video. I do get a lot of
Yes.
introduction videos with portrait mode. So we're
Mhm.
not saying don't use your phone, but you can definitely use your phone, but just please make sure that it's on landscape.
It's
And then exactly right. And
important.
then very very important. And to reiterate also your resumes, make sure that this is what we call ATS friendly. I just keep forgetting what ATS means, but it should be ATS friendly, just black and white. If you guys are looking for a template, you can check out the link in my bio. I do have downloadable templates of ATS friendly resumes, so you can get it from there. You don't have to look anywhere else. You just have to use the template, insert all of your information, and then you can use that in your um was this in your application. So thank you so much for that. So I we do get some questions on the chat. We'll get to your questions later on. I do have it starred or saved on our chat room, so we'll make sure that we get to answer your questions, because some of your questions will be answered in the next few slides. Oh, thank you, Viron. Is that correct? So ATS is application applicant tracking system. So this is automated, like an automated system. That's why you have to make sure your resumes are ATS friendly, so that the system can definitely scan it properly. Okay, perfect. On our next question, let's talk about. So we already talked about your application process, but you also have one more offer, which is the global talent coaching.
Yes.
Can you talk more a little bit about this?
Sure. The Global Talent Coaching is an initiative. It is a separate company, but we, let's say, live under the Sagan umbrella. And the most important project we have at Global Talent Coaching is the Talent Agent Program. Okay, the Talent Agent Program is designed to help global talent to shine and to differentiate themselves from the whole bunch. Okay, so essentially what we do is that we work closely in 101s, or we actually advise talent on um, how to make an impact in their presentations and their applications. And imagine this talent agent program as a sports agent or as a artist agent. Imagine, for example, Taylor Swift. Say Taylor Swift, she has a manager, she has an agent that advise her on image, advise her on vocal coach, advise her on music classes, etc. So that person advises, Dua Lipa advises
Mm-hmm,
anyone or any sportsman or artist how to get their careers to the next level.
mm-hmm,
That means courses, specific training path, skill development, and soft skills development, which is one of the most important things. So what we do is we work with individuals, right? We have screening interviews. We have a couple of conversations with them. We help them polish their resume. We help
mm-hmm,
them polish their interview videos. We help them developing specifics or fields related skills, both hard skills and soft skills. So we use programs, we use trainings, platform trainings to, again, complete these gaps between what the current profile is and
mm-hmm,
what the expected profile is for a specific role, right? So it's basically matching the current profile of the talent with the opportunities they're looking for, finding the gaps and giving them the resources to bridge those gaps, right? So
mm-hmm.
we help them run that last mile before becoming the perfect fit for that role, right?
Okay. So my I just have a clarification on this. Sorry to cut you. Just what I'm just like trying to grasp. So is this just for those who you already hired, or can people who have not applied yet or is interested to apply can also
Yes.
enroll in your global talent? But this
Yeah.
is a paid. Is this paid or is this for free?
Okay. So this is a paid program.
Okay.
The outcome, the expected outcome is to place the talent in a US based company.
Okay.
Okay. So the mentoring process, the advisory process, it's like the pre-stage before
Okay.
the hiring. So
Okay.
we spend time, we invest time on preparing this talent to shine.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we start matching them with
Mm-hmm.
specific job descriptions or opportunities in the US. So it's not only mentoring you, but
Yeah.
also literally find that job for you.
Correct.
So
But this
it
is
is,
not like a prerequisite for them to apply, right? This is not like you have to join Global Talent Coaching so that we can hire you.
no, 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 no. This is
Okay,
just
okay.
a simple, this is just a different
Just if
paths.
you want, right? Like
You
if you
can
want to
follow. I mean,
upskill like
yeah,
that, you can
you
enroll.
can just
Okay.
go ahead at this moment. Well, not
Yeah.
right now when we finish the webinar, but you can
Yeah.
just go ahead and apply on Sagan Recruitment webpage, and that will be incredible because we're always
Hmm.
looking for talent. If
Okay.
you want a dedicated mentorship,
Hmm.
and if you want to have a talent advisor, if you want to have someone who, because you feel that you've been trying a lot, of you've
Yeah.
been looking for a job for a long time and you're not
Hmm.
succeeding, or you're not
Hmm.
actually connecting with the right opportunities, and you feel
Correct.
you need some mentoring, you feel you need some companion, you feel you need some advice,
Yeah.
then you engage on the global talent coaching on the talent
Perfect.
agent program. So
Yeah.
the interesting thing about this program, it is paid, but it is
Hmm.
paid upon placement. So
Oh, paid upon placement. Oh, that's
you
great. Okay.
only pay if and only if you get placed, right?
Amazing.
So
Okay, that's great.
it is a share accountability in that, because we're gonna mentor you, we're gonna help you, we're gonna give you courses, we're gonna do everything in
Hmm.
our hands to get you
Yeah.
placed. But we also
Perfect.
need you to get interested on the courses, complete the training, engage in those one-on-ones, and actually be hunger to be mentor. You want to take your career to the next level. You want to be the next awesome project manager. You want to be the next chief of staff. You want to be the next property manager, or property management executive assistant. You want to bring your career to the next level. You do not know how.
Hmm.
This is what we do,
Perfect.
right?
Well, you mentioned about chief of staff. I'm actually looking for courses on chief of staff because I want to also upskill in chief of staff skills. So I'll definitely check them out. Looks like everybody's really excited about this. If you look at our comment section, they're very happy. So yeah, there are just few courses out there where you can learn how to upskill, and then it's paid upon placement, and also the opportunity for that coaching platform to actually help you with the job. So it's really such an amazing offer. I think we just have one question we want to answer.
Mhm.
It's how much, I believe, like how much are your training courses?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the training courses are like complementary. I mean, they are included in the mentoring program. So
Okay,
what you pay, the
perfect.
fee or the hiring fee you paid, it's actually the equivalent of 1 month of the salary. We help you
Okay,
negotiate,
perfect.
right? So it's like a win-win situation, because I'm gonna advise you. Of course, when we do advice, when we mentor the talent, we
Mm-hmm.
ask for, what are you looking for, because
Mm-hmm.
there might be difference between what are you looking for. Maybe you've been an executive assistant for 6 years, but now you want to
Mm-hmm.
change, you want to switch your career to a different thing, and you need some
Correct.
advice. We can do that, but we can, I mean, again, we're going to make it human. So we want to
Yeah.
understand, what are you looking for, and how can we help you get to that point. So that can
Perfect.
happen through courses, soft skill
Mm-hmm.
development, etc. So everything education related within the program,
Mm-hmm.
it's not paid. I mean, we're going to provide all the information to you, and you're going to pay us once you are placed. That fee is 1 month of salary that, again,
Mm-hmm.
we will help you negotiate in case there
Yeah.
is a negotiation situation.
Correct.
But what is interesting is that we do not want to, if you're looking for a job, or if you do not have a job and you want to find a job, we do not be so aggressive and just charge you a month of salary when you're just getting onboarded. So that fee is paid in 3 monthly installments. So
Oh,
your
perfect.
first
Installments.
3 salaries, or the first 3 months of salaries, we channel that payment. So your employer pay us, we deduct our share for that month,
Mm-hmm.
and transfer the rest of the money to the talent. And one
Perfect.
of the most important things that I want to mention, because this is a constant question, and it's a fair doubt,
Mm-hmm.
your contract is directly with the employer, not with me. So I'm
Okay.
not hiring you to assign you to one of my members. I'm
Mm-hmm.
connecting you to the member. You're going to have a contractor agreement with the member. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just channeling the first 3 months of salary to get my share. But
Mm-hmm.
one once that step is completed, you fully transition to your employer's payroll. So I'm out of the mix. We are still friends. I can still support your career. I can still suggest some courses and advice, but you will be off and completely engaged with your employer.
Amazing. Okay, so just to clarify, guys, first and foremost, global talent coaching is a different, what's this? A different
Initiative
no,
is a different
initiative
project, but
within
under Sagan's umbrella.
Sagan. Correct. So this is something that you can take or not take. Okay, this is really up to you. You can apply in any of their job openings, even if you don't go through global talent coaching. Okay,
Yes.
so just to remember, a lot of people might be asking, okay, do I have to, is it a prerequisite to apply? No, it's
No,
not a
no, no, no.
prerequisite to apply. You can apply, but if you want to upskill, or you feel like you're a newbie in this industry and you want to learn more, you want to have a mentor, you want to have career readiness help or career preparedness help, you can enroll in global talent coaching. But take note also that you don't have to pay anything upfront
Exactly.
when you enroll. You will pay once you've already been placed by Sagan Recruitment with a client, and you will pay it via 3 months installment deducted from your salary. And Sagan Recruitment will help you negotiate if there's a negotiating portion with the client. Okay? So we'll get to some of your questions later on. But yeah, that's global talent coaching. Let me share the hold on, the link to global talent coaching. One moment. So a lot of people are interested. There you go. It's in our comment section. Okay, it's just posting. Did it post? Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. So just check out the comment section. The global talent coaching links are there. Okay, so thank you so much. Very a lot. I am excited. I'm definitely going to reach out to you about the chief of staff training. I'm
Sure.
very interested in that. Okay. Oh, um, Oh, okay, so now let's talk about what is in it for our what's this for our hires. I think you already mentioned about this.
Yeah, we
This
we
is what,
we
yeah,
and it will walk through
we
this.
went through it. Yeah,
We I mean, this is we will be exclusively working for you.
yeah,
That's it. I mean, we're gonna
yeah,
help you, advise you, give you courses, and get you placed. That's basically what
correct.
we do. And what's important here is personalized coaching and better opportunities, because you might be aiming to a different place, though you feel like you are aiming correctly according to your expectations in your career, but we
Correct.
might see something different. Remember, this is what we do all
Mhm.
day, every day.
Yeah.
So you might have an idea and do not how to, you know, put yourself out. So we
Mhm.
can help you do that. That's exactly what we do.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we already tackled on this. It's just like the summary of what Jesus just mentioned. But we have a question just quickly want to answer. Yes, this is recorded. So if you need to leave, you get disconnected right after this webinar ends, just after a few minutes, it will automatically be posted on my Facebook page. We'll also share the recording to Sagan Recruitment, and
Mhm.
they'll post this on their Facebook page also. And this will also be available on my YouTube channel. So you can check it out in all of our social media platforms. But let's continue. I know you still have a lot of questions. And now let's talk about what are the different positions that are currently available at Sagan.
Yeah. Well, we are, just as we are location agnostics, we also are positions agnostic. So we kind of do anything. And I'm going to say anything. Of course, there are things like, oh, this is quite hard, or this is a role that seems more local than remote. But let's talk about remote environment. And there is a big I'm not going to say bias, but there is a big demand of operational roles, right?
Mhm,
So, um, as you list here, virtual receptionists, data entry, executive
mhm,
assistants, senior executive assistants, those evolving to a chief of staff position, operations, associates, property management coordinator. There's a lot of FBA or Amazon virtual assistant, healthcare.
mhm,
So, what it's important here, if you want to put a single name on it, I would say ops support or
mhm,
executive assistant. The thing is that even when you have expertise as an executive assistant, you probably have a skill that is taking you to a, I don't know, maybe a CSR blended role, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
an automator within, because you are streamlining processes or automating processes as an EA. Or if you are a chief of staff, maybe you want to get a little bit of sense of technology
Mm-hmm.
to make your company, your organization works better, or improve the relationship between your team members, etc. So um, I, I don't want you to think that an executive assistant is someone just book calendar meetings and
Mm,
plan.
yeah, no, we
It's
are not.
way more than that. And we
It's true.
acknowledge that. I mean, we do have hiring requests for an executive assistant that can close deals on a phone call, for
Mm-hmm.
example. And that's a
Correct.
huge skill to have.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe this company needs an executive assistant to the CEO, but the CEO is looking for someone who can be mentor on technology, or someone who can be an IT or tech savvy to be able to start automating processes down the road. So
Mm-hmm.
we're not only talking about this ops support who keeps everything in place. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
more than that. So of course that will depend on the employer, that will depend on the job offer, that will depend on the job description, will depend on the role. But we do have a lot of open positions, operations related, that
Mm-hmm.
it's not this little square of an executive assistant or a virtual assistant. It's more than that. So
Mm-hmm.
again, we can help you connect with the correct opportunity, right? Because maybe, yeah, you are an executive assistant and that's your experience, but you want transition, or you want to start adding responsibilities to that role, and you want to start calling people, or you want to start automating things, or you want to start
Mm-hmm.
bookkeeping. Why not? Right? So
Correct.
there's a lot of opportunities. And the
Mm-hmm.
important thing here is that we're going to help you to, and that's what we, when we discuss about the resume and the video,
Mm-hmm.
we want to help you be a great fit,
Correct.
right? So again, you're competing against a lot of people, but you can differentiate yourself.
Correct.
So virtual receptionist, data entry, operations
Mm-hmm.
assistant, senior executive assistants, these are very demanded roles in the US. We have hundreds of open positions with these specifications.
There. So you guys see all of the openings. A lot of people also have been commenting about what they like. We have a lot of data entry coordinator interests. I think this is great also from for some entry level
Yes.
positions. Let me see the next slide. Okay, before we go to the compensation and benefits, we have here the positions available. Do you have like a specific what's this, like a um qualification? Are there different, of course we have different qualifications for each, but do you have like your standard qualifications as to the age, location, so on and so forth?
We don't have a specific qualification for us. The
Okay.
only red flag there is English,
Mhm.
of course, because you will be working
Okay.
with US based companies. But
Yeah.
depending on the job description, depending on the company, on the employer, the
Mhm.
person who you're going to work with, um, but we accept juniors, entry level. We
Yeah.
accept seniors. I
Oh.
mean, in the pool we have right now in the talent agent
Yeah.
program. You're not going to believe this. In the talent agent program pool, I have
Hmm.
an executive assistant from Bolivia, Latin America, with
Hmm.
6 months of experience, and I also
Oh.
have a Filipino chief of staff with
Hmm.
33 years experience.
Oh, nice.
So it's both ends, same pool. Again, we want
Hmm.
to help everyone.
Correct.
Sometimes that advisory, that mentorship can take longer and can be a little hard if you want to switch like dramatically your career, but
Hmm.
we're on it. So,
Correct.
um, again, I want to say we are agnostic. So,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't matter your seniority level, your experience. We will help you. We will advise you. Of course, you need to be open to our advices. Um, but we are what we're looking for is working together. And again, the
Hmm.
expected outcome. of the whole process is get you
Yeah.
placed, whether you go for talent agent program or not,
No.
right?
Yeah.
So
Correct.
the outcome is get you placed. So there's
Perfect.
going to be a lot of mentoring, a lot of conversation in the middle, but
Mm-hmm.
we do not believe that a location is better than the other. Of course,
Yeah.
there's
Correct.
more or less opportunities, but all of them, I mean, we accept everyone and we want to help everyone.
Correct. But because we've seen a lot of questions, what if I don't have an experience? Let's say I'm a fresh grad. Do you have some positions that accept fresh graduates without experience?
We can actually place again. That make a little bit that would take a little bit longer
Yep.
because we're not. I would say a small
Yeah.
percentage of the open hire requests are okay with entry levels or are
Yeah.
suitable for entry levels.
Yeah.
The majority of them require at least 1 year experience or two
1 year
years
experience. Yeah.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
But depending on how you present yourself, you can
Yeah.
tell the employer that though you are a junior,
Correct.
you are ready to make an impact and you are the
Maybe they
right.
went through some trainings, right? Maybe
Exactly.
they can also have an option to go through global talent coaching,
Yeah.
if they're really interested in the role. Correct. So yeah,
So
perfect.
that's
Okay.
why it's not only skills, it's also
Yeah.
you as a human, as a
Your
professional. What you got
personality.
to bring,
Yeah.
what you bring to the table, right?
Correct. Correct. Perfect. Okay, so I guess we answered some of that question about what's this if you have no experience, just go through Sagan's website. We posted the links in the comment section. You can check out all the job opportunities, check out the requirements or the qualification, and then see if you are a fit for the role. And then, of course, you can also reach out to Jesus later on. We'll have
Mhm.
QR codes available for you so that you can check out and reach out Jesus directly to see what other options are available based on your background and your experience. Okay, now let's go to the exciting part, of course. I think we got a glimpse of that slide already, but of course, we're going to talk about compensation and benefits. Hold on, let me move the
Yeah.
slide. So, a lot of questions have been asked about this. So, I'll give you the stage, Jesus, to talk
Yeah.
about compensation and benefits.
Again, these are let's say standard benefits and
Mm-hmm.
compensation structure. This is not. I mean, this will depend on the employer. This would
Mm-hmm.
change. It may varies depending on
Mm-hmm.
the seniority you have, the expertise
Yeah.
you have, and of course the role that you are applying to or the role we're trying to connect you with.
Mm-hmm.
But typically, the compensation and benefit structure um, for a US based role
Mm-hmm.
are these
Yeah.
between 800 and 2500 salary range.
Mm-hmm.
Again, depending on seniority, depending on the employer, depending on responsibilities, depending on a lot of things. Of course, it's always going to be 100% remote, and this is a great thing when you're trying to um, you know put yourself in this nomad life, or if you want to have some flexibility for your activities, or if you want to travel, etc. These are things that you can very comfortably talk to your employer.
Mm-hmm.
um, but of course, this is a remote environment. Pay time off, this is, you're going to see this throughout the whole opportunities you might have. There's always pay time off, there are always sick days, there's always
Mm-hmm.
sick leave, always family support leave. uh, of course, those days or the number of days might vary, but
Yep.
this will always exist. Okay, so
Yep.
you do have the right to take your time off and enjoy with your family. But again, um, time off, fully remote,
Mm-hmm.
salary ranges according to your expertise and your and the job description score, of course, the role. And
Mm-hmm.
most of them offer you some kind of health coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you pay for it and then reimburse them, or
Yeah.
it's part of your salary package. But all these features are included in a compensation and benefit structure when you're working remotely. And we, again, if we want to bring this human approach to the hiring process, so
Mm-hmm.
we're probably going to expect the same from the employer. We
Correct.
want the employer to have this same human part when
Mm.
welcoming global talent. So this is the fact that we are global talent doesn't mean that we do not need pay time off or family time coverage. So this is all included. Again, my varies depending on the employer, but this is all included in the job opportunities we connect Talent Global to.
Perfect. So yeah, because we did have some questions regarding the compensation and benefits. So yeah, it's definitely still going to vary. But please take note also, guys. With Sagan, just let me know if I'm correct or not in terms of my understanding, because a lot of virtual assistant companies or remote companies do hire or outsource, and they outsource as an independent contractor, right? Not as a hired employee. Is that correct?
No, it is a contractor agreement, yes.
It's a contract. Yes. So there you go. If you are an independent contractor, what's the setup is you are a business owner. So as a business owner, you don't necessarily get paid time offs. You don't get family support. You don't get health coverage. You cover all of that for yourself. So great thing with this is we already have remote work or companies offering remote work position that already provides compensation and benefits, because a lot of clients, if you go through a direct client, you don't have these. You have to negotiate these things with your client. So it's great that we have already remote work companies that negotiate this for you or already include this in your package or in their package. So amazing. So that's and also we saw here, you saw earlier, guys, that we have different positions available. This is under operations. So based also on the position, that's why there's a salary range. So what you can do is you can check out their website. Later, we'll provide you with a QR code for Jesus's contact information so that you can reach out to him and see what other job positions that are available that you can apply to, and you can check out what the compensation and benefits are.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mia, I'm
perfect.
looking at that
Yes.
question on the comment section that I wanted
Yeah,
to, because I think
sure.
it's very important.
Yep.
HM Rodriguez is asking, are they open for part-timers? And this is an incredible question, and I'm going to tell you why.
Mhm.
I'm currently working in a project for part-timers and freelancers.
Oh, perfect.
So, and I'm gonna tell you this idea very brief because this is I haven't dig deep into it, but I'm doing it at this exact moment. Actually, today I have a meeting about that. We want to build a part-time and freelancer pool. We're
Mhm.
still working on the idea, but we want the community US based companies have access to this pool of part-timers and freelancers. So it is the same as Sagan. It is the same as Global Talent Coaching, but you won't be paying a hiring fee for to us. So we're gonna put you in a pool, and we're gonna showcase that pool to the members and to US-based companies, so they can directly connect with them and hire them for paid projects, for freelance job, or for part times. So this is coming up,
Mm.
and I invite you guys to stay connected with Sagan and Global Talent Coaching
Yep.
social media and web pages, because soon, very soon, I would say in less than a month, we're gonna launch this, and this is something that I'm very excited about.
That's exciting. So yeah, please do let me know once that's up so that we can also share that to my community here on online. But yeah, looks like a lot of people are very excited. A lot of guys are like, "Yay, I love it." Okay, so we're very excited with that. Great to know. So what's this now, let's talk about, so we've already talked about compensation and benefits, and
Mhm.
now let's talk about how you guys can apply. So on
Great.
the comment section, I already shared Sagan's website. They have their LinkedIn, their Facebook, their Instagram, their TikTok. And then you can scan this QR code so that you can directly connect with Jesus. And he'll provide you with links and application forms
Mhm.
and talk about what the what's his other openings are there. So yeah, take it away, Jesus,
For if you
where they can
scan,
apply.
I mean, you can go to Sagan Recruitment webpage and apply
Mm-hmm.
by yourself. That's what the difference that you mentioned before, Mia.
Mm-hmm.
You can go directly to the Sagan Recruitment webpage and apply. Find the openings and
Mm-hmm.
send as much applications as you want. If you
Perfect.
want to get additional information about the talent agent program,
Mm-hmm.
just scan this QR code, send us a message, say interested, and I'm going to share a deck about talent agent program so you can take a look. I already
Mhm.
see this, so great. Um, I'm going to share a deck about the talent agent program. If you are interested in joining the program, I share a registration form so we can start working from that point on.
Perfect. Amazing. Okay, so we've already completed our presentation. Thank you so much, Jesus, for that. Now let's get
Thank you.
to the questions. Now, I've saved some questions we have here from Jo. Currently training as a VA, but haven't been matched with a client. Can I apply at Sagan?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Definitely. Perfect. Okay, so that's definitely a yes. Our next question here with Varon, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is an ops manager position still open? He said he's a certified Lean Six Sigma black belt. So do you have ops manager positions open?
Yes, I do. And actually, we are the current right now. We have a couple of them that are really, really, really good. But yeah, ops manager is always an open position.
Perfect.
Actually, let me tell you something. I joined Sagan because I was interviewed for an ops manager position.
Perfect.
Then I
And now you're
switched to a
recruitment.
different thing. Now I'm an agent, but I joined the Sagan environment because I was interviewed for an ops manager position.
Perfect. Okay, so there you go, Varan. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Again, we do have a lot of ops manager positions still open. So check out Sagan's website and you can apply directly from their website. I think this was already answered earlier, but there might be somebody who just joined. So you still get if we don't, or can we still apply even if we don't have
Yes,
any experience as a virtual assistant?
yeah. The answer is yes.
Yes. Yes. So if you don't have an experience in being a VA, you can apply because if you have experience in any type of industry, even if it's not a virtual assistant position, definitely you can apply. Any experience is definitely an experience, and they will prepare you. They will help you.
Yes.
Was this with the application?
Remember,
Um,
of course, your
yeah.
background and your academic background and your experience is key. Of course, is key,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to say a lot about you. But one of the greatest way to make yourself different, if you're not a super senior professional, it's your personality and your drive to and your motivation to make an impact and to growth in your career. That's what's going to make you different, because probably there are millions of BAs around the world. There are millions of people doing the same thing I do, but I think we
Yeah.
succeed because we put energy on it. We bring people with us. We build a team of humans helping humans.
Perfect. Okay, great. That's great to hear. Okay, we have more questions. We still have, what, 8 minutes left, but we have some questions here. Okay, I have a direct client now, or there are other questions. I currently have work. Can I still apply at Sagan?
Yes, probably. I'm gonna say until we launch this part-time and freelance project, I'm gonna say more than 95% of the openings at Sagan are full-time. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are applying, it's because you might be looking to change your current position,
Change
but you're
careers.
not gonna be able to keep both unless you go
Okay,
to the part-time or freelance project.
perfect. So, the answer there is yes, you can apply while you still have a client. But if you accept the full time position at Sagan, then you need to choose between whether you accept Sagan's job offer or you stay with your client. But if you want to have another was this another work or another client, then you can check out or you can wait for their part time freelance offers that's coming in the next
We're
few
gonna launch
weeks.
it very soon. We're still
Yeah.
working on it, but I'm gonna definitely let you know once we do that.
Perfect. Okay. We have another question here. If we apply for a job and don't get hired, can we enroll in the Global Talent Coaching Program to learn more for the next recruitment or the next step?
Yeah, that's one option, of course. If you've been applying for a long time and you're not succeeding, you're not getting interviews, we can definitely help you. But do not let this situation disencourage you. I mean,
Yeah.
again, this will happen 100 times. You should keep trying. You should start changing things. I mean, if this
Mm-hmm.
strategy didn't work, change your approach, change your strategy, but keep trying. Never stop trying, because that's the key for success. So you can go with me or with us, with my team, or you can go by yourself, but go.
Yeah, just go and try, right? Yes. Another question: can you apply for multiple roles? If not, how long before you can reapply?
You can go for as many applications as you want.
Perfect.
Yes,
There you
there's no
go.
limitation.
Let me see if we have other questions here. Training, but a gap. Okay, here. There's a gap in work history. Would I still be so I have a background in training and admin, but I have a gap in my work history. Would it still be considered for roles or can I still
Yes,
apply?
that would be interesting. That would be an interesting case to study. I'd like to learn a little bit more about it, but yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can definitely still be considered for roles if you have.
Correct.
I'm not gonna say an explanation, but if there is a reason in that gap,
Yeah,
we can definitely work on it. Yeah, it's not.
perfect. There's a question. Do you have medical VA positions available?
Yeah, and this is something interesting, because when I said we are like role agnostics, we're
Mm-hmm.
literally role agnostics. I mean, we have higher requests about CSRs that needs to be experienced in in the health sector, or
Okay.
VAs that needs to have are required to have medical experience, or have worked in a clinic or hospital. Same as property management requirements, same as private equity requirements. So yeah, definitely. That's what I was saying. Being a VA, it's not only setting appointments, it's way more than that. So you can be expert in a field, or you can
Yeah.
be expert in a specific industry. And
Mhm.
that shield, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but that is what
Mm.
gonna makes you different.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Perfect. Okay, so yes, we do have that. Another question here is: do we need to be a college graduate for us to apply?
No. No,
No.
it's not.
Perfect.
Some of them required. I'm going to tell you, most of the job descriptions I see every day, it's just experience. Of course,
Yeah, right?
some training is going to be required. No,
Correct.
no doubt.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say college, a graduate degree will not be mandatory in most
Correct.
cases.
That's the difference right now compared to like years ago during like when I was still in
Actually, let
college.
me tell you something.
Yeah.
I've been working remotely for more than 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And my last two employers
Mm-hmm.
didn't know my degree. It was just an interview and the connection, the human connection
Yeah.
in my skills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And at this day and age, skills and experience is what's going to what's it get you that job, not necessarily your college degree.
exactly.
Okay, we have a question about the training program. How much time do we need to train in your training program?
Okay, this is a very interesting question, because it's not a standardized time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, I'm not gonna wait for a month of mentorship to start presenting you to employers. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna do that right away, unless you need specific training to be able to be presented, right?
Mm-hmm.
What that means is that if you engage today to the program, we're going to start working today. I'm going to give you the first step is, of course, resume polishing, video recording, etc., to get your presentation card ready. But once your
Mm-hmm.
presentation card is ready, we're going to release it. At the same time, I'm going to tell you, go to that course, complete this course, complete this course. But
Mm-hmm.
what do you know? If I get you an opportunity in 3 days, you're gonna be placed in 3 days,
Oh, okay.
right? So
Perfect.
it's
Yeah.
not it's not like a mandatory thing to finish the training. To actually, once you get placed,
Amazing.
and during that 3 month period in which we collect your salary and distribute we deduct our share, and distribute the rest to the talent,
Yeah.
though they are already placed, I still share courses with them, and I still have contact with them with, hey, what's up with your new role? How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Are you liking it? What do you think do you need?
Yeah.
Because maybe you get on board and you say, oh wow, I need to have some AI training and I don't know where to find it.
Yeah.
Come to me, I will provide it.
Amazing, perfect. So you have the resources already within the Sagan community. So even if you haven't applied or haven't was this close that job, you have the opportunity to work with Sagan through the global talent coaching.
Yes.
Right. Okay, perfect. So we we're down to probably just one last question, but for those who are in the comment section that we haven't answered, we're going to do is right after this live, Sagan team will definitely browse through our comment section and try to answer everybody's question. But what you can do also is you can rewatch this recording a few minutes right after this webinar ends. The recording will be available on our Facebook page. You can rewatch this, and then if you have any questions, just check out Sagan's website. You can also check out their Facebook page, leave some questions on some of their posts, and they'll definitely get to it. But I think one important question that I saw here, if they applied and they haven't received any updates on their application, where can they send a follow up?
That's a great question because you should have always feedback. Again, we receive a lot of applicants every day,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
that definitely might happen. We might miss feedback.
Mm-hmm.
You typically get assigned to what we call an ASR, which is a
Mm-hmm.
first person you're gonna see when you enter Sagan environment, the first person you're gonna talk to. You
Mm-hmm.
should email that person and ask
Okay.
for feedback because yeah, I
Okay.
mean that person probably interview 10 persons in a day
Mm-hmm.
and some of the tasks are missed, but one, definitely follow up
Mm-hmm.
always.
Yeah.
Second, reach out to that person who interviewed you or the person who made the contact.
Amazing. Perfect. So again, guys, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Everybody say thank you to Jesus.
Thank you everyone
Um
for joining. I really appreciate you.
yes, thank you so much for your time. The community is very excited and they're very happy. We still have more than 400 viewers still here on our
Amazing.
live. Thank you so much, guys, for staying. Now, again, if you have any questions that we haven't answered, leave it in the comment section. We'll get to your questions later after the stream ends. And then just scan the code, check out Sagan's what's this social media platforms, and then we hope in the next few months, in the next few weeks, you'll be part of Sagan already. So thank you so much, guys. And thank you, Jesus. Do you have
Bye
any
bye, Mia. Thank you very much. Bye
okay,
bye, everyone.
perfect.